Hey, good day. I hope everybody is having a good trading month. I see the month has just started. It's just the 7th of June when I'm doing this right now. So I'm back, as the title says, I'm back testing GBPUSD from 2019 to 2020. I've chosen 2019-2020 because of some biases I have in mind. But in case anybody wants to backtest any other years before that or after that, it's alright. Well, I hope this provides value to anybody who wants to learn how to backtest, or he or she might pick up some content concerning backtesting. Before we begin, how I trade, I only trade. I don't use any indicator. I trade support and resistance and trend lines, and I only follow the bias. In case it's bullish, I go bullish. In case it's bearish, I sell. I don't go against the trend. Yep. So let me show you how to do it, and let's get started. So backtesting, the ability to backtest on TradingView comes with the paid packages. Any package that is paid for has the ability to backtest on particular time frames. In case you have any questions, after this, in case you have any questions, I'll just put it in the comments and let me know. I'll try and reply you as early as possible. Yeah, so as I was saying, backtesting only comes with those who are paid a package from TradingView. And you can backtest different time frames. I'll give you an example. People with backtest from 2015 to 2016 might not be able to backtest on a 30-minute or 15-minute time frame, as that data is kind of way too past in the past. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but yeah. But then you can backtest the 30-minute or 15-minute time frame starting from around 2018, 2019, 2020. It depends on the currency too. You just have to try it out and see, can I backtest on the 30-minute or the 15-minute time frame, or the 1 hour, 4 hour. But definitely 1 hour and 4 hour always work. So let's get started. So as a point of note, this is not financial advice, but I hope this will provide value to traders who want to get better and are willing to learn how to backtest, and will apply the skills in one way or another in backtesting after watching this video or during watching this video. And I wish you all luck in your trading journeys and all the best. I'm grateful I started trading, was it like 2 years ago? Yeah, I found trading, and yeah, I went through a patch, like some patches. While when I found it, I got some problems in my job as I couldn't focus, but after a while I chose to continue with trading. I got fired from the job, so this is the only focus. This is the only thing I'm focused on. So let's get this video started. So to backtest, remember this only comes with people who have paid for a particular package from TradingView. So you come to the icon that looks like the previous button. It's called bar replay. Then you select whatever time period you choose to backtest from. Now from the bottom here, you can see this is starting from the 8th of January 19th. I want to start from 2019 immediately from the 1st. Yeah, let me start from the 2nd. I think the 1st is a public holiday. Yep, so let's get started. So I am a swing and a scalper, and I use fundamental news to trade. But in this scenario, since I'm using past data, I don't have any financial or any news I can use to trade on. So I'm going to only base this on technical analysis. And the kind of trading I do is support and resistance, trend lines. Yep, that's pretty much it. Then I follow the trend, and I only work with what the chart provide to me. So usually I start off on the bigger time frames. I've come to the monthly time frame to see in case I can place a trend line. or determine zones or psychological levels. Some of you might call them support and resistance. They all have different names, but to me it's all the same. As long as I'm doing the right thing, that seems right to me. So I'll start with my trend line. Yep, we're good. I'll start with my trend line. Get down to the daily. I'm still in a bearish momentum on the monthly. Get down to the daily. Let's see. Yep. Then I usually note out the areas, the psychological levels or areas where the price has seemed to come a number of times before it decides to make a major move, either to the upside or the downside. You can use a box, a rectangle, or a line here. Yeah, as the video progresses, you'll notice I'm going to use lines or different shapes, like especially the rectangle, as it's easy and convenient and really convenient to use, or the line, so it depends. We'll see. So I've started on the daily. I look for any major psychological levels I can use. I can use this. Remember, this is how I mark up my chart. Everybody or different traders have different ways they trade. People are never, in my experience, people don't really trade the same completely. So yeah, this is what we've got right now. So try and enjoy and gain some value out of this. Yeah. So I go down to the 4 hour time frame to see what it has to say, what kind of information I can grasp from it. I'm going to describe to you the times at which I take a trade and the times at which I do not take a trade. In case I do not see any proper formation being formed, I do not bother taking a trade. I'd rather relax and take my time or do something else to keep myself busy. I don't have to trade every minute. Yep. Then let's let this play out. Let's go to the hourly time frame. Yep. So far right now, can't see anything being played out. So I'll have to continue. I'm not seeing any proper structures. I will use lower time frames only when I want to make an entry. But now I'm going to use a bigger time frame to see what kind of structures I can play out of this. Let me increase the speed a little. See, so it's bearish right now. Do I see anything? Not really. Until I see a break and retest or a structure I can use, I cannot do anything right now. I'm going to just wait it out. Yeah, alright. So this would have probably been a very good retest right here. As you see, it broke down from our psychological level, then it came up to retest. So I was playing the video too quick. Besides, this is an hourly time frame, and anything can happen in a short period of time, so I'm not surprised. So in case I was going slowly and this retest happened, remember I'll go down on a lower time frame. Let's see what the 30 minutes time frame tells us. Yeah, what I would have considered is taking profit at the previous low, the previous psychological level, which is this. Yeah, which automatically landed there. Yeah, and my risk would have been 2.86. I risk whenever I'm trading. I always trade 25. I always trade with a stop loss of 25, 20, 15 and 10 pips. Then I always make sure my risk reward ratios are 1 to 2 or greater than 2 or usually greater than 2. So this is what I would have done, but I didn't see that, so let's move on. Let's delete that. Yep, but we're using the 30-minute time frame. So usually this happens when there's a news event or stop hunts that a number of particular reasons. You can't really tell because you're not reading the present, but you can make an estimation of what you might think happened. So it has broke out of the psychological level. It seems to be wanting to make a retest here, but I'm going to first have to wait a little bit to see more structure being formed. Yep, came down here. Remember, this is the 30-minute time frame. I'm looking to go long. As you can see, when we go to the daily, it's long. Oh yeah, this is a bias. Another issue when you're back testing, right? When you switch from a lower time frame to a higher time frame, like from the 15-minute, from the 30-minute to the 1 hour time frame, it will show you a candle. In the candle, let me say the 1 hour candle, but when it is complete in that 15 minutes time frame. As you saw, like we were in 30 minutes, right? So let me say we were in those 30 minutes, we were in the 1 hour time frame. Let me say it was it was around 2:15, right? And we were dealing in 2:15 p.m. 30-minute time frame. But when you switch to a higher time frame while backtesting, the candle you will see will be of a complete 1 hour candle of what happens at 3. What ended up happening at 3 p.m. from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So there's a little bit of cheating, but the more you do it and try and be honest with yourself with what you would have done, you'd get better with it. So let's go back to the lower time frames. I went on the daily so that I could see what kind of momentum I'm looking at, because remember it came down here, now it became bullish for a while, right? So let me go back to the 30 minutes time frame. So usually I place a buy stop above this level because it has refused to break above this. So this is acting as a support. So I'm looking to take profit at this measure psychological level. And I always set my stop loss below structure, and it is always below structure, and it ranges from 25 pips to 10 pips. So I'm going to use, I would have placed it below here, but my maximum stop loss is 25 pips on this. So I'm risking 25 pips to get 82.9 pips. This is a 3.32 risk reward ratio. I'm going bullish right now. I'm having three sentiments. Right, we are bullish on the daily. Came all the way from down below. It has to correct, right? It has to undergo a correction. By correction I can mean in case a currency goes way high, or a pair goes way high, it always undergoes a period of correction or retracement to collect liquidity or to hunt stop losses. That different reasons anybody can give, then it continues to whatever direction it was going into, right? So I'm looking, in case this is to continue downwards, I'm looking to gain or to capitalize on this retracement. Then case it continues downwards, I'll look for sales, but that's after I see what happens in this area right here. So let's see how this plays out. You can press next. So we are bullish right now. I'm always analyzing my chart to see what I'm going to do in case I'm going to adjust my stop loss. Yep, I'm in right now. I use 25 pips as a stop loss, so I'm going to shift this to risk less on my account. Remember, whenever you're trading, just use the kind of income you are not really attached to. Trading is more of a psychological game. So I'm going to use a 10 pip stop loss here. Remember, I've come from 25 pips to 10 pips. So let me adjust this. Okay, and let's see how this plays out. So I have different ways of entering a trade. I might make a video out of it, another video for it, or I might just show you here directly. I usually take partial profits. By partial profits, I mean I do not let all my trades hit the take profit. I will take profits when it reaches halfway of the target. Let me say I'm targeting 82.9 pips. 82 divided by 2 is around 40, so I'll make sure I take my first take profit at 40 pips, yeah, which has been hit. So right now I've secured 50 pips, right? So I've already adjusted my stop loss. So let's see how this plays out. I've already taken profit, so I'm not really worried about what's going to happen. See, I was stopped out here. I think I should reduce the speed. It was stopped out here, but I took my 50% of the profit, so I'm not really worried about anything. But yeah, let's wait for another opportunity. So in case you see this, the speed is a bit very uncomfortable for you, just adjust it in the setting. Just adjust it from here as I have right now, so that you can play a bit more smoothly and you can be able to see opportunities rather than missing out on opportunities. I'll show you. See, it's moving a bit slowly, but in case I increase the speed, it's going to move way fast. So that's our first trade. I've taken 50% of my profit, and I adjust the stop loss. So this is a break-even trade to me. I might have made profit, but it's not. I do not see it as a win. So I'm going to journal all my trades, all the trades I take. I journal them. I have one break even. Let me write wins, losses, and break even. So this to me was more of a break even trade. I'll write 1. Okay, let's continue. What are we dealing with right now? Let me leave them there. Don't really affect us, but okay. Yeah, so this is what we're looking at. So we are in a bullish market right now. What day are we on right now? We are on the 4th of January. We are on the 4th of January. Remember, I'm an intraday trader, and in case I see a swing opportunity, I take the swing opportunities. Right now, I cannot use the 15. I don't think I can use the 15-minute time frame, but I can give it a try. I usually swing on a 15-minute time frame, and I do not go lower than 15 minutes. Let's see in case we can see or use 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, I cannot use the 15-minute time frame on this. They're saying data point unavailable. So the lower the time frame, actually below, this usually happens below 30 minutes. You can use data that is 30 minutes and above, but usually below that they don't have all the data saved for throughout the years. So let's go back to our where we were at 2019. I had drawn this vertical line to know where I'm going to come at, and try and be honest to yourself, to what you are doing and what you would have done. I haven't. Somebody might say I've seen what's going to happen in the future, so I'm going to be cheating, but honestly I'm not going to be cheating at all. I'm just looking at all the data, or everything the chart is presenting to me, and I'm trading, or I'm using however price it presents to trade on it. So let's go back to 1 hour time frame. I am looking to go I can go short on this pair, but since we are in a bullish momentum, I don't want to go against the trend. Let me remove this line here. Alright, in case I see a bearish momentum starting. By bearish momentum I mean by bearish momentum I mean lower high, a lower high and lower lows. That's when I'll look to go bearish. Right now I have no particular direction, so I'm going to let that be for now. So yep, let's see how this plays out. No lower high being formed, but we have a higher high. Okay, so we've broken over the psychological level, right? So I'm looking to go to the 1 hour time frame until I see a proper technical signal or structure I can use to go long. That's when I'm considering to go long, but until then I'm a very patient trader. So yep, let's check the daily. So yes, seems like it's crossing our psychological level here. All right, so in case it crosses this rectangle here, support slash resistance slash psychological level, and it breaks out of this trend line, I'll look to go long, and my first target will be this level right here. Remember, I only my take profits are based on an area where I expect price to hit earlier or earliest. Somebody who's backtesting might say I'm going to take a trade from here to here, but depending on the level of trading you are at and how patient you are, it is possible, but you have to be realistic to yourself. So I'm being realistic. I'll place a take profit at a place where the price will hit in a lesser period of time and take my profit. I can swing it, but I don't want to, but I would. So let's see how it goes. One hour. Yep, seems to be going back down. Yeah, right now until I see something I can work with, I'm not going to trade. Yep, I think I can work with this. I'm going to draw this rectangle at a place where price is failing to break, and it's on our trend line right here. So I'm looking for, since we are bullish. By bullish I mean we are going up. This is my take profit that I'm considering, right? My stop loss is below structure. My stop loss has to be below structure. In case I don't see a good kind of entry I can use, or a trade where I cannot place my proper stop loss. I do not take the trade because it's not worth it to the way I trade. There are traders that can use a stop loss of, let me say, 70 pips, 50 pips, 154 pips. I don't do that. I use 25 pips as my maximum stop loss. Yep. So in case it breaks out of this level, I have two confluences right now: a breakout from this trend line, this monthly trend line, and from the psychological level, and it has already broken out of this. That shows more bullish momentum, right? So let's see how it plays out. Still going bearish right now, but we will be patient. Trading is a patience game. Can see a triangle being formed right here. Yep. That shows bullish sentiment. Yep. So I guess we were stopped out. Remember I said I placed a buy stop here with take profit below structure. So price went down to this level right here. It went down to this level right here, came back here down, and came up. It was more of a consolidation zone that I did not see, or that I did not see in the moment, but I would have seen it. But it's fine. So I'm looking. I have one loss right now. So let me hold on to this buy stop for now. So it's playing around this region right here. I'm looking to go long since it has broken out of the trend line. This is a breakout and it's above the psychological level. Yep, I'm going to place another buy stop. Yep, come back. So it's not coming back to my zone. I'll be patient. So I'll adjust it to here. Remember, trading might not be fun when you're learning to do it, but it's alright. It takes time. Just be patient. Yep, I wasn't able to capitalize on this as the price didn't retest back to this level or lower, but another trader or a smarter trader or a person who's willing to risk more would have placed his buy stop higher or above this level, like some pips above this level, so that they can be able to get this swing or this scalp right here. Yep. Let's continue. In case you have any question, just let me know. Just put it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Which date are we on? This is 14th of January. Okay. So it has reached our psychological level right here. I used to use, somebody might advise me like, hey Timothy, why don't you use Fibonacci? When you use Fibonacci, it would have told you where the price was going to come back at. But I used to use indicators for a while, but then I loved looking at the naked chart and seeing what is going to happen, right? And make my own prediction. That's how I've been trading for a while. So I guess I had used Fibonacci retracement from point A to point Now let's leave the indicators out of this. In case you guys want me to show you how to use Fibonacci, just let me know in the comment section. I'll try and make a video concerning that. So let's go back to our chart. So right now I'm going to go back to the higher time frames to see what kind of information or data I've been missing out on. Actually, you know what? Let me redraw all this. I want to know what is happening everywhere. Oh, and like for anybody who is getting confused by what I'm doing concerning trading, using TradingView, just TradingView, I view TradingView as a video game. The more you get to use it, the more you understand where the controls are. I do this to do this, I do this to do this. So I'm continuing to backtest. Remember with backtesting, people are encouraged to backtest whatever system. In case you want to try out a new system, a friend has recommended to you, backtest it and see in case it works for you. If it doesn't, don't use it. If it does, use it. So let me replot my psychological levels. I've gone back to the daily time frame to know what I'm working with right now. Then I go back into the lower time frames where we are bullish right now. So can I draw a trend line? Nope. So we are bullish right now. I can draw a simple trend line. So remember, this is how I trade, how I choose to trade. This is the system I've been using for a long period now, for around 1.5 years. Yeah. So I'm okay with this, and it has made me profitable and has made me my money. So I'm not arguing for anybody or anything like that. So when you find your system, learn from it, use it, and get better at it. So as you can see right now, remember this was my initial take profit from the trade I would have wanted, but the pips were, I placed my buy stop lower than the entry, so it wasn't executed. So according to the journal, I'm having no wins, one loss, one break-even trade. So I'm going to plot this. It's a psychological level where price had failed to break below. So I'm looking, if price had failed to break above. So I'm seeing this as where you want to create a path here, as a higher high, a higher low, a higher low. It's a higher low because it did not reach it, and it's higher than the previous low. Then a higher high, higher low, higher high, now higher low. So I'm looking to place a trade. I'm looking to go long on this. That's if the bars go above this level in this region. So let's see how it plays out. So I'm expecting the chart to move to a higher high again. Alright, so let's see what happens. I'll have to go on the lower time frame. I go on lower time frames to get the best entries I can. See, now I'm looking to go long here. This is going to be my first take. This is going to be my first take profit. Stop loss going to be below structure, 25 pips without structure. Yeah, it's more of a 1 to 1.77 trade. Yeah, this is going to be my first take profit. It's at 2.03. Right now it's 50% into profit, right? So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take 50% of my profits, my partial profits out of this. Then I'm going to adjust my stop loss to below this area where it decided to go bullish. So let's see how it plays out. It's going sideways a lot, so I'm going to shift my stop loss to break to my entry, and I'll actually place my stop loss here. My stop loss is going to be 8 pips above my entry. So depending on the lot size you use, 8 pips to a person who is using the lowest lot size 0.01, 8 pips is just 8 cents. A person using 0.1 lot size, 8 pips is around $80. A person using 1 lot size, 8 pips is $80. It's $80. A person using 10 lot sizes, 8 pips is $800. So it depends what kind of lot size you use. To me, in this situation, 8 pips would be $80. Yep, that means I would have used a 0.1 lot size. But I've estimated 80 because I've imagined I'm using a 1.00 lot size on this trade, so that I could make $500 risking literally nothing. I'm already in profit anyway, so I don't really mind. Okay, so we've been stopped out at 8 and we took our partial profits, and we've been also stopped out in profit, so I'm going to call this a win, right? So according to the data available, I expected a higher high to be formed to continue our bullish momentum, but seems like price could not form the higher high. It stopped here, indicating a lower low. So that might show some bit of shift of the momentum, but when you check the higher time frames, let's check out the 4-hour. The 4-hour, overall, the 4-hour is still bullish and daily still bullish, so I'm not looking to go bearish for now. So let's move on. Let's see what happens. Yep, price came and broke this level. Let me go to the higher time frame. I want to go to the daily time frame, but in case I go to the daily time frame, it's going to show me more information, or it's going to make me see information I'm not supposed to see in case I was watching the chart directly in present time, because I told you before that when I go to the daily, it's going to show me information of what happened at the full day. But for the sake of showing you what I mean, let me just do it, right? So on the daily, it's showing when the price actually went down, reached this lower psychological level, and came back up and closed below here. So this is the daily. As you see, this is the daily candle right now. But let me go back to the 1-hour candles. It's showing me this, right? So overall, we are still bullish right now. See, however much I know what's going to happen, I'm going to consider it in my head. I'm going to act like this is actual trading, what I would have done. So I'm bearish right now on a very low time frame, but I'm bullish overall. So I'm looking to go bullish right now. But let's see what opportunities are being presented right now. Price seems to break this psychological level. Seems like it's retesting. So it's a break and retest. So I'm having two visible confluences right now. Number one, this is a high, low, a lower high, now lower low. Now it's coming back to its resistance, to this psychological level. So I'm expecting a lower low to be formed, then break down to the break down to the lower side, to a lower psychological level. Remember, I basically use psychological levels to either take profits or to place stop losses or to make my entries, right? So price had rejected this area for a while. So in case I'm to consider this as a break and retest, I'm going off to a lower time frame to search for a proper entry as a lower low and a lower high have been formed. So I'm expecting a lower high. So I'm going to place a sell stop below here, and I'm going to place my stop loss below the structure. I'm going to use 20 pips stop loss right. I'm going to place the stop loss above the structure. I'm going to use 20 pips. You can always adjust this in the settings. Looking to take profit here at the previous psychological level. So I'm having a 3.2 risk that I'm looking to go to with this trade. So let's see how it goes. So I was initiated in this trade right here, came up and came low, so I'm in profit right now. Was I in 50%? Remember, I take partial profits when I'm 50% into profit. So I'm looking for 25 pips. Yep, I would have taken 50% right now. So I'm going to let my trade run more run more. I'm not going to adjust my stop loss. I'm going to let it be. Yep. So our trade hit take profit. So this is another win for me. So this is how I trade, or I master my system that I've used for a while and I believe in it. And I hope you are enjoying this. Pick up value from this. In case you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I'll make sure to reply you as soon as I can. So yeah, let me continue. I'm going to backtest for the month of January of 2019. I might make another video for February 2019, but that's in case somebody asks me or sends me an email or a DM on Instagram. In case you have any questions, I'm readily available to help you out unless I'm busy. So yeah, let's go. So right now I cannot do anything. It's just the graph is just going down. So I'm going to hold on and just wait to see what happens. Yep, so this is what happened in the daily. You've seen it go down to psychological level and it came back up. So I'm not seeing any structure I'm going to use in this situation. Actually, right now I can just clean up my chart. Actually, let me hold on. Let me go to a higher time frame to see what's happening. Yep, this is the 4-hour time frame right now. So let's see what's going to happen right now. Yep, my bad for that. Yep, nothing yet. I cannot use anything yet right now. So let's continue. Price is failing to break above this level. These are just things I keep on noticing whenever I'm trading. Things I can use, or confluence I can use to take a particular trade. This is my trading system. So it's in a consolidation period right now. So I'm looking to go long on this trade. That's in case it breaks the support level, this resistance level. I'm looking to go long. I'm looking to place a buy stop. Not 100. I'm willing to get 37 pips. My stop loss is going to be below structure. Yep, this is more of a two risk reward trade. So let's see how it plays out. Yep, we are in the trade and we are going, this is going to take profit, definitely. Apparently this trade was, take profit was not hit, but it hit stop loss. So according to this, this trade actually broke the psychological level or the resistance level, retested, but during the retest it actually came and hit my stop loss. So I would advise anybody to trade, to just figure out your own trading system. Right now I kind of feel sad that my stop loss has been hit. That's so it depends. In a particular moment I might place a bigger stop loss, because this can easily happen during trading. I can place a 25 pip stop loss here, but I'm not comfortable with that, with a 1 to 1.5 risk reward ratio, but it's okay. But in the moment, in case I go to the lower time frames and I noticed a break and retest, usually this is my attitude towards trading. In case I was stopped out because of a small lot size, I'm fine with that. But this is how I trade. Usually I would place another trade again in the same position because my boss is looking to go long. This actually happened today. I had a trade on GBPUSD that hit stop loss, but then I had placed a small stop loss, so I re-entered, but I re-entered with a better stop loss and made profits out of it. And that's how I trade. So it seems like we are going long on GU right now. So until any structure is being formed, remember this is technical. I don't have any fundamental news I'm using right now. Until more structure is being formed that I can use, that's when I'm considering to trade more. But until then, nope. Now we're going bearish. Yeah, can I see anything? I cannot go to the daily. I can use 4 hour. 4 hour shows bearish momentum. So until I see proper structure, that's when I'm going to trade. Until then, I'm not interested in trading right now. So it seems like price is becoming bearish right now. So in case I can trade this pair right now, in case it goes as I predict, I'm expecting a retest of this level, then a break to the downside. In case that happens, I'm willing to trade more. In case it doesn't, I'm not willing to trade. Yep. Seems like it obeyed this area right here. Am I willing to trade this? Let me see on the lower time frames. In case you guys have any suggestions on how I would make more videos like this better to you, just let me know. I will not trade this right now. It's not a structure I would use. Yep, came up to this level, so a high, lower low, higher high. This seems to have changed momentum. Yep, it's reacting in this region. Seems like the price is becoming bullish right now. This is not clear to me right now. Somebody might see something in this moment, but I cannot see something I can use to trade, so I'm going to trade right now. First of all, let's clear everything. Have a fresh shot right now. So let's go. How long has it been? 15 minutes. Okay. So So I'm seeing this level right here. I'm considering this level right here. I'm going to go to a higher time frame to see what kind of better psychological levels I could use. So yeah, on the daily, it was resisted, and here resisted. So it stopped here before. So I'll consider this as a proper level. Yep. So that's an issue with going to a higher time frames. It tends to show you more information, but in case anybody rewinds this video, you'll notice that the higher time frame, the daily time frame, showed us how the day will end, but I'm not going to consider it. I'm going to ignore it. But I am human. I make mistakes, but I will not consider it. I believe in myself and the experience I have to trade. So I'm not going to cheat. I would advise anybody to do the same. So when I draw my trend line right now, seeing upward momentum. So break out of this trend line right here for me. Yep. So I'm seeing a high, then a lower low, then a higher high, then a low, lower low. Let's see how this plays out. I'm willing to go long because of the bullish sentiment. Stop loss will always below structure. Yep, can that work? Yep, I'm in the trade. I'm taking 80 right now. I'm going to take 80% of my profit from this area. How many pips? Yeah, this is around 50 pips. Yeah, which is fine. It's around $500. Okay. Then I'm going to let the 20% run to profit. I'm going to place my stop loss to break even. Yep. And our take profit has been hit. So those are 2 wins. Yeah, now those are 3 wins actually. Yeah. So our pair has gone above the psychological level from the daily perspective. So in case it breaks, in case I see some kind of retracement, then movement to the upside, I'm looking to go bullish. But until then, I'm not going to trade anything. I'm not going to trade until I see a pattern I can work with. Yep. Yep. It came back to the downside. So let's see in case it can form higher highs. Yes, it retested, but I did not notice the retest. My mind was thinking of something else. So I'll be honest, I've missed out on this opportunity to go long from here. But usually that's why I encourage anyone to take a rest from trading after a particular period of time. However small this seems, I'm actually using a lot of mental energy to think and see everything on the chart to get proper opportunities for myself to trade, to capitalize on. But however small this seems, I would have taken this trade with my stop loss at this previous high. This is a 3 reward, risk to reward ratio. But my mind wasn't active, so I'm going to backtest this for the month of January. Usually I backtest for a full year from 2019 to 2020 or from 2015 to 2016. But I'm using a lot of energy to talk right now. to provide value to you people. So just enjoy. Let me know in the comment section of what you would love to know. So yep, it came back to our level right here. It seems like price is seeming not to break down this level. So let's go back to a higher time frame. I want to go to the 4-hour and the daily and the monthly. I'm going to draw a trend line on my monthly to see what kind of momentum I'm looking at right now. So I'm bullish on the monthly. That means I'm bullish on the weekly and the daily too. So on the weekly, I'm bullish. On the daily, I'm bullish. So I'm looking for long positions right now. I'm not going to look for any short positions. Remember, I'm not going. I do not go against the trend. I go with what I see on the charts and the opportunities it provides to me, and I trade money that I'm not fully invested in, and actually broke out from this trend line. Okay, let's go back to the 4-hour. 4-hour looks bullish. Yeah, it came back and retested, as that's what we were looking for before. Then it's coming up, but I did not see this yet. So I'm willing to place a buy stop, but my buy stop is going to be at this level right here. In case it's possible for it to come back down here, I can place a 10 pip stop loss. I use 15 pips, it's alright. And 73 pips, 74 pips as my take profit. This is a 4 risk reward trade. In case it is able to come back to this level, that would be great. If it doesn't, that's fine. There are more opportunities in the market, or it couldn't come back, so that's fine. So according to this is my other level. I can consider to go bullish. Right now I'm looking to go bullish, but I'm going to consider to take profit at another psychological reason that I can only see on a monthly or daily chart. So damn, I went to a higher time frame. So I would consider this as one psychological level, as according to the daily, price stopped here before and also stopped here before, and these two. So let's go back to our lower time frames, the 1-hour time frame. So this is what we're playing with right now on the 1-hour time frame, right? So I'm looking to go long here, but I'm going to risk 50% of what I would usually risk. In case I usually risk 2%, I'll risk 1% this time. So in case I'm risking $100, I'm going to just risk $50 for this trade, because I'm in territory that hasn't yet been played in before. So I'm willing to risk $50 on this trade. Placing my stop loss below structure. This is my structure. Stop loss always below structure. And 25. Yeah. So let's see how this plays out. Yep, I was stopped out right here. This is a lower low being formed, so I'm looking to go long again. Yep, I'm willing to go long again. Remember, I've risked 50%. I'm willing to go long on this trade, but yeah, this is my take profit, 161. And for such a trade, I'm willing to risk more so that I can gain more. I'm going to place my stop loss below my lower low, so that this is more of a 4 risk to reward ratio. I've adjusted my stop loss right now. because I've reduced my, I'm going to reduce my risk to less than the amount of money I usually risk on this, because I'm in territory I'm not sure of. But let's see how it plays out. This is trading. Yep, I'm going to take, so it broke out and came above a psychological level. Since it's above this, I'm willing to take 80% of my profit. I'm going to place my stop loss at break even. Actually, and I'd actually place my stop loss in this area right here. This would be my stop loss. Actually, is it able to retest this far? No. I'm going to place my stop loss here. How many pips will that be? Remember, I'm making sure I'm being profitable in the market. I'm taking what is mine. So this is around 31 pips above my entry. I've already taken 80% of the profit, so I don't really mind what's going to happen, but let's see what, in case I'm going to get the 20%. It nearly hit my stop loss in this region, in this area right here. Yep, let me let it play out. Yep, it hit my stop loss. But the more I look at the market, the more opportunities I can see right now. Wait, what day are we on right now? Oh, this is the 30th. Oh, the 29th of January. Yeah, we're about to finish. So let's go back to the 4-hourly time frame. So we are bullish right now. The only trades I'm looking to take right now are bullish trades. So yeah, I've taken this trade, took 80% of my profit here, and left 20% running with my stop loss in profit, but I was stopped out, which is okay. So I'm going to adjust this and record. I have 4 wins, 1 loss, 1 break even, so I'm already above. I'm already in profit. Yep. Remember, I'm taking trades that are 2 times my risk, or 3 times or 4 times my risk. So 1 win can clear out all this, or can clear out the loss and the break even. So I'm having 3 trades in profit, and that can be 4 times. That can be 50% my income, or 25% my income, according to the capital I have in a trading account. So in this situation, I've been stopped out. So let me clear this. Am I willing to trade anymore right now? So as we can see here, price created a high, then a lower low, high, a lower high, then a lower low, then higher high, lower low. This was basically a bullish trend. Then created a higher high, then a lower low, higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low. Now, as an experienced trader, I'm expecting a higher high right now to this level right here. Am I willing to take the trade? I always follow my gut when I'm trading, but right now I do not feel like trading right now. I will not. This doesn't seem. It seems to be a very good setup, as I have two visible confluences: higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, then a higher high as expected, and it's above is a minimum psychological, a small psychological level. So I might not go. I'm not going to take this trade because I'm not feeling it. It might have worked out, but it's okay. I won't take all the trades that exist yet. So I followed my gut instinct, and they worked out great. So according to the 4-hour, we are bearish right now. So let me wait for more structures to be formed that I can work with. We were bearish. This looks like a break. This looks like a break and a retest. then continuing to the downside. Let's see how it plays out. I'm not willing to trade right now. Remember, only trade things you are comfortable with. So yeah, seems like new structure is being formed. Yep, I'm not seeing any visible pattern I can work with, but yeah, I cannot see any visible structure I can work with. I'm going to delete this trend line because it's already broken out. I have no use for it. I only have psychological levels I can deal with. So I want to go to the daily time frame. Okay, let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. Yep, seems like price has rejected itself in this region, in this area, and in here price might consolidate right now. Let's see how it plays out. Yep, it's consolidating. Yep, and we've reached February right now. So this is the end of my video. This is a breakdown on how to backtest. Yep, this is a breakdown on how to backtest, but yeah, how to backtest support and resistance and trend lines. I haven't used any indicator. I'm not a fan of indicators. I do not use indicators in my trading, but in case you love or you are good with using indicators and you're comfortable with them, then go ahead, do it. But this is how I usually trade, and how I usually backtest. I backtest a lot so that I can get used to the movement of whatever currencies I trade. I trade 5 major currencies: the K board, Euro USD, NZD, CHF, and Audi USD and Audi JPY. This is just cryptocurrency I trade on a weekend. Yep, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, you can subscribe, share, and let me know what you think and what you'd love to learn in this from this video, and what I can add more in the next video to come. Have a great forex journey and be blessed. Thank you.